And you're gonna obviously edit it, right?
No, there's no editing.
Oh.
This is live, Jess. This is me and you going live.
All right, let's do it.
This is us, me
Okay,
and you.
let's do it.
We're on. So,
Okay.
hi everyone. My name is Gavin Higashi, and this is the fourth interview that I've been lucky enough to do. And today I got Jessica Uphoff, who's a good friend of mine and someone I respect very, very much. She's an extremely successful woman and just extremely positive. So, again, the goal of this interview has been for me just to breed positivity into our industry, kind of into Facebook, and I think the best way to do that is just to highlight the people that I'm around that I think influence me. So let's get started. So Jess, tell me a little bit about you. Tell me about your family.
Okay.
Kind of tell me tell me about you.
Okay. So I am a mom of two boys, and they are 8 and 5.
Okay.
They're my whole world outside of my husband. I've been married for about 8 years, and so we have our family, and we spend a lot of time together outside of when I'm working. So that's a lot of what I do outside of work. I'm also.
Sorry. My fault. I haven't quite figured out how to turn the phone off. I was just telling Jess I got to figure out how to turn the phone off, and I haven't been able to figure that out. So the next interview, I will have figured that out. But for this one, we're going to figure it out. Okay, sorry.
So I love to be healthy, work out, and I'm very driven at work and outside of work to reach my goals. And yeah, that's me.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are your whys? Why do you get going every day? What drives you?
Okay. So my primary why is my family. I am the sole income earner of our family, and so I show up every day big to provide as much value as I can to my family. Obviously, my work doesn't stop when I get home. I have to enjoy spending time with my kids and helping them with homework and things like that. So my family is my big why. Outside of that, it's providing as much value to people. So to my business partners, my clients, I want to provide positive value is my everyday why. So that's what I focus on solely.
You know, just from the outside looking in, I can absolutely speak to that for you. I can't think of a time when you and I've met where you haven't asked, you know, what you could be doing to help support me in my business or in my family or in my life. So that does not go unnoticed. So thank you very much.
Okay.
And you obviously are executing on your why. So good job.
Thank you.
So is there any challenges maybe you've gone through in your life or in business or whatever that have that you've really learned from, that you really grew from?
Yeah, I think it's very easy to slip into the pattern of focusing on yourself. And I think it gets very, very dangerous. I think whenever I find myself in that space, the thing I tell myself is that, focus on others. So if I get fearful or I get dissatisfied in life, I tend to just switch my focus to serving. One of the things I tell myself all the time is, you know, if you're focusing on yourself, you're going to be unhappy. If you're focusing on serving others, you'll be happy, and that it seems to ring true for me.
You know, that's beautiful. I'm a big Gary Vaynerchuk guy, and I follow him quite a bit, and it's all he speaks about is you know, make sure you're putting everybody else first. 51-49, basically you give everyone else 51%, and you keep 49%. You always try to do more for everybody else, and that always seems to win. So I 100% agree with it. Not that it matters if I agree with your positivity or not, but I love the mindset. So I'm big on reading and listening to podcasts and following different stuff on Instagram, and just to help keep my mindset focused. So is there anything you're reading or listening to that's kind of helped you? And
Yeah. I'm a big Tim Ferriss fan, so I love his podcasts.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, he always gets me pumped up. I also love Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Okay.
So they have stuff about the law of attraction and things like that, which is something that I'm very focused on. They have a great series of books. I read all of them, and I always tend to go back to those. So
Very cool.
Those are my favorites.
Tim Ferriss is phenomenal.
He's amazing.
He's so smart. I mean, and just easy to listen to. Extremely smart.
Totally.
So any quotes or sayings that you kind of live by every day that you kind of put in your head?
Yeah, I think I lead a team of people, so that I lead 11 people every day, which can be challenging at times, especially in an industry that is very high stress and so forth. So I tend to, on my way to work every day, I tend to tell myself, it's kind of funny, I say affirmations to myself, but it really helps. So one of the things I say to myself is, I'm a leader. I think you have to remind yourself of that I'm influencing a lot of people every single day. So I'm a leader, I've got this is another one I say. And then I try to always say I live in faith, because one of the biggest things I think that it can be destructive in our lives is fear. And so I'm always trying to combat that with just telling myself that I live in faith.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
yeah.
That's really cool. It's good to set your vision, especially in the morning, right? Like if you can set your vision for the day, every day.
Absolutely.
That's phenomenal.
It really impacts how the day goes, for sure.
Well, I really appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
I just appreciate just how positive you are in my life, and thank you for that. So, for those of you that get to watch this video, thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.